Connect China with Laos and then Thailand. Ooh, I couldn't record it there. It's kind of like a museum shopping. You can just sitting down here and use the internet or get a nice frappuccino. And another one is through Pakistan, all the way through Tibet and then down to Pakistan and then in the Indian Ocean. And once you buy the ticket, I'm going to show you the ticket, you have already a seat there. Take picture? No? You don't let me take picture. I can pass here. Oh, sorry. Oh no, here we have our toilet. Good. See, the seats are much nicer. So yeah, the first class. Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Out of Your Comfort Zone. My name is Rodrigo and we are here in Luang Prabang, the rail station. I don't know if you could see the name. Luang Prabang is one of the largest cities in Laos, in Southeast Asia, and part of the Banana Pancake Trail. If you Google Banana Pancake Trail, you're gonna see it's like a classic itinerary that the backpackers do here in Southeast Asia, going to Thailand, Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, and Luang Prabang is one of those. I'm here in this brand new train station. We're gonna go to Cambodia. No, sorry, I'm gonna go to Vang Vieng. I had a Cambodia in my mind. I'm going to Vang Vieng, which is also a super touristic town here in Laos, part of the Banana Pancake Trail as well. And why we're filming this, like the station here, because it's a brand new train station built by the Chinese to connect China with Laos and then Thailand all the way to Singapore. And it's part of their, if you read some of my geopolitical articles in my geopolitical website, it's a part of the Belt and Road project, the new Silk Road, where the Chinese invest a lot of money in infrastructure projects all over the world to build more connectivity, integration. Could be rail, maritime, road, electric, internet, so all kinds of connectivity. The Chinese is building to integrate China mainland with other areas around the world, even maritime through Africa, for example, and in Africa, for instance, some rail connections to easy export products from natural resources from Africa to China eventually, and this one was part of it. And also it's a geopolitical tool of influence. So China, in agreement with the government of Laos, they decided to invest in Laos, so they get a lot of perks, a lot of influence, a lot of credibility here in Laos. But also there's the option of they call the debt trap that happened with Sri Lanka, for example. This wasn't for free. China built with Chinese companies, but Laos paid for it. So what happens is, like for instance, the example of Sri Lanka, China built a port in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka couldn't pay back, literally went broke, bankrupt, and China took back the port for 99 years. So now there's a Chinese owned and operated port in Sri Lanka for 99 years. And that's kind of risky, right? Because it's like China taking a piece of your infrastructure because you didn't pay for it. So this is not the case right now, but a lot of these countries that got money from the Belt and Road project, Chinese investment, they got problems. Sorry, just look at my schedule. They got problems paying back to China. And this is a super brand new, it's massive. In touristic terms, it's really nice to connect some of the main famous popular attractions here in Laos all the way to Vientiane, the capital, and then to Thailand. Just bear in mind, Luang Prabang, at least here, it's about 20 minutes to the city. This station is not like European kind of train stations that go right through the middle of the city. So you need transport to get here, and I'm going to Vang Vieng. Probably I'm gonna need some transport going to the city. I don't know how it's gonna happen because here they don't have Grab. Grab is kind of an Uber app that works in most of the Southeast Asia, but doesn't work here in Laos. Okay, so let's get inside. So we are here inside now of the terminal. It's a very nice terminal, air conditioning, nice stores, good infrastructure. It's huge. Very, for a poor country like Laos, it's kind of weird to have such a nice fancy train station like this. Café Amazon, Brazil. And the train is right over there. Obviously I'm gonna show you the train, how it is exactly inside the train. It's a brand new train, Chinese, I would guess. Fast-ish train. It's not like a TGV fast, but it's pretty fast. They have the information here in Laotian, I think Lao language, English and Chinese, obviously. Why? Because a lot of Chinese tourists are using. You late? And I found a friend. We're in the same hostel. A lot of Chinese tourists here are now using the train. I was in a waterfall here in can I go there? Shopping area. I was in a waterfall going to here in Luang Prabang, and I met a bunch of Chinese people, and then I started talking to them, and they told me they are taking the train. They took the train from different parts of China. That's Mandarin. To different part of China, and then from China here. So also it brings like potential of 1 billion plus tourists to Laos, which is quite a lot, and it would really change the economy here in Laos. Maybe too slow. Let's try to go a little faster. Just want to show you the top part here. Ah, nice. Ah, this is like more like a museum. Hello. I couldn't record it there. It's kind of like a museum shopping with some arts and crafts. So, but I took a couple pictures. Gonna leave for you all. Chinese TV they're showing here. CCTV. It's like a Chinese TV, and they are talking about an air show they had here in Laos. But the air show was done by the Chinese. I think, yeah. They have water here, but just hot water, not cold. So just for tea and coffee. I want like a free cold water. They have a VIP waiting room, which is obviously not for me. Here in the station, there's no internet, no Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. But in this Café Amazon, they have a Wi-Fi, and you can see the password right in front of the cafe. So you can just sitting down here and use the internet, or get a nice frappuccino and enjoy the internet you need. Here in the bathroom, no toilet paper, just the little shower, let's say. Well, you do what you gotta do. And this is some kind of departure card if you're going to China from Laos. Make like a small backpack that I could come with me in the plane, but it didn't work. We are here waiting now, like already separated in different coaches, and they have all the lady taking care, like a security. Don't go there, don't cross the line. There's a big line here, don't cross. But what I wanted to show you guys, it's like the containers, China Rail, China Rail, China Rail, China Rail. So everything here, as I mentioned, there's the passenger line and there's the cargo line. And this is a way to diversify the different export routes by China. Being a little bit more specific about geopolitics, China obviously faces mostly the Pacific Ocean, and the United States has essentially 3 layers of defense to kind of contain China. It can start in Taiwan, Japan and South Korea, then Guam and so on. than Hawaii. And if there's a war or something, they can try to block China from one of those 3 layers. And further south, there's a bottleneck between Indonesia and Singapore, the Malacca Strait. So in theory, if that Malacca Strait is also closed, China could export a lot of stuff all the way to Singapore, and through Singapore go into the Indian Ocean. The problem is like Singapore is super militarily aligned with the United States, so they would probably block as well China, maybe. But so this is a way of diversifying their export routes. And another one is through Pakistan, all the way through Tibet and then down to Pakistan and then in the Indian Ocean. Smart. And obviously all the rail connections through Central Asia to Europe as well. This Frappuccino never ends, never melts. The good thing is the train's only 2 minutes late, so not that bad compared to a lot of trains in a lot of countries around the world. And once you buy the ticket, I'm going to show you the ticket, you have already a seat there. And to buy the ticket, you can buy directly with the app from the company here, which is much cheaper than to buy with third parties like a 1-2Go and other websites. But sometimes people can get the app because you need a phone number from Laos. You get the SMS. So I'm gonna give you the option. I'm gonna leave the link from 12Go or 1-2Go. I heard people saying both. I'm gonna leave the link in the description. So if you need to book any kind of transportation around Southeast Asia, it's a very good website. Finally, doesn't look good. No? Take picture? No? You don't let me take picture. I can pass here. Oh, sorry. No picture then. Damn it. I tried. My seat was pretty clean, quite decent. Had some space. There was a tray to put your food on, or if you wanna place your laptop to work, which was probably what I was going to do. There were also some very helpful car attendants. They were helping people with their bags, and they were making sure that the bags don't stay in the aisle, probably because of security issues. So if you need to evacuate the train, people can get off quite easily. Something you usually don't see in European trains. Aqui tem plug, então dá para usar aqui se você precisar. Esse tanto aqui quanto aqui. Então, muito bom. So bathroom here, sorry, there's no toilet itself. You're gonna have to squat. Like in a lot of different countries, I have something in my eyes, it's bad. Anyway, and here you have a little faucet in case you need. So pretty good. I don't know, maybe there's a big bathroom here. Pretty modern. Let's see this one. Oh no, here we have our toilet. Good. Wow. Hello. Nice. They sell food. Restaurant. Hello. Can I film? Really nice. Decoration. We are passing through a very long tunnel, so I think to minimize damage to nature, to forest, they just cut through the mountains instead of building up overground, because it's been a very long time. You can get water. Nice. Very good. And okay, no. Red button to unlock. Nice. But should have read the description. This is hot water. Shit. I don't want hot water. Oh. It's already hot enough here in Southeast Asia, sorry. Oh. See, the seats are much nicer. So yeah, the first class. That's good. And look, recline quite a lot. And air conditioning is good. Like, I'm pleased with that. Oh my gosh, it's still inside the tunnel. It's incredible. Okay, this trip was super fast. There were all kinds of tourists, like Chinese tourists, Western tourists, and a lot of locals as well. Not tourists, like just moving around. You think that this trip usually was going to take 5 hours by then, and now it's like an hour and a half. That's amazing. A lot of security as well, obviously. Cameras, cameras, cameras. Copy the Chinese system. That was for a thumbnail, so. And that's it. Massive station here as well. They have bathroom outside. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, anything that I mentioned that was not correct, please leave your comment in the comment areas that I always respond. And don't forget to like, subscribe. It helps a lot the channel grow. Till next time. That's the thing. If you're taking transportation together with the locals, then you know it's the cheapest option. It's not like a foreign tourist price, it's the local price. And I mean, I notice all the people here from out there paying the same thing. So 40, about $2, not bad.